Alright, so last attack for the Ork, turn 2. We're gonna do a battle mission attack for this one. Orks attacking. I will attack this place. Alright, I take this peninsula thingamajig. Alright, we'll be back to you with that game. Alright, we've set up. Well, I've set up. And how it works is, for Blitzkreig, only fast attacks can be deployed. So I deployed my Defcopters, while Bolander has no fast attacks, so he can't deploy. And now we're gonna roll to see who goes first. On a 2 through 6, I go first. On a 1, he shields initiative. Really doesn't matter, really. 4, I'm gonna go first. So I go first.
Are we going to explain the setup quadrant?
Yes, there's 4 quadrants. I took this quadrant. He took this quadrant. The objectives are these ancient Eldar technology bases in the center of every unoccupied quadrant and the center of the whole battlefield, until troops can capture them, scoring units. And special rule is Lightning War, which what it does is any fast vehicle and the units inside of them on the first turn can come on a 4+, and if they fail, then like normal on the second plus can come on the second turn can come on a 4+.
Now, question: since I don't have this first turn at all, when everything's coming in reserve, it comes in on a 4. But did that
on turn 2?
Right, my turn 1 is already gone.
Well, I'm gonna go first, so it doesn't matter. Then it'll be my turn 2 after my turn 1. So we'll be going in. I'll come back to you at the end of my turn 1. Maybe some of my trucks and come on. Alright. End of my turn 1. Turbo for my scout move, I turbo boost those guys all the way over. Then I just fast attack, move the guy from the very edge to the farthest I could put him, and over there. And then move these guys a little bit back, or forward, whatever, to put cover on him. Now it's Tyranid's turn 1, which is now over. Did nothing. He can't bring anyone on until turn 2, and he has no fast things that can come on. So now it's going to be my turn 2. Not a very good start for Tyranids, but yes, going to my turn 2. Bring in normal reinforcements, coming on a 4+ now. The Blitzkrieg has started. Forces have come on. The first wave of the groups have been seen by the enemy. Well, technically, because there's no enemy over there. But this is the end of my turn 2. I rolled for my reserves. Ludas and the other truck didn't come on. The last truck didn't come on. So Ludas was pretty bad, but now it's going to go Tyranid's turn 2. Now they're going to finally start rolling for reserves, going to be walking off the table or deep striking in. So now on to that. Now that the Blitzkrieg has come in at the verge, running reconnaissance over the area.
End of Tyranids turn 2. Actually, turn 1 I didn't even have it won because I did not have fast attack. Anyway, I did roll for my reserves because they were all reserves at that point. These guys came in, the Hive Guard. They had no range for anything, so I ran them up into this building. Turbogon came in. He spawned 7 of these guys, Termagants, and he still has that power, by the way. My Gene Sealers came in and ran and were able to assault those helicopters and took one out, and that was the end of my turn. So we'll come back with Greendawnify's turn.
Alright, so end of my turn 3. Brought in the Ludas and the truck. There's my dead pop. Basically turbo boosted the truck over there. Ludas over here ran 1 inch, just moved 7 inches off the table, kind of. We have to do a shot. Moved these guys, ran them forward, Moved all these guys to assault the gene sealers, assaulted these guys. Lost a lot from here, only 4 orcs from the truck left, but then the gene sealers died. And yeah, we're back to you, and now we're going into Tyranids turn 3, more reserves will be coming in. Oh yeah, I forgot, this guy rolled a 1, so, gosh, that guy always rolls 1s, it's so annoying. But now yeah, going into Tyranids turn 3. New model that Greendawnify got to add to the Tyranid, Trigon Moloch. Gave him a Moloch head, some Trigon arms, some Trigon Prime mandibles. Sadly, I didn't glue his tail on yet, or primed them, or painted them at all. I just glued them all together for this battle, because Volender used him as a Moloch. And now Volender will tell you what happened this turn.
Okay, as part of my turn, I rolled, the Moloch did come in, and I went ahead and had him burrow, and he came in and right in the midst of this group of Ludas, assaulted, well, not assaulted, but just busted up from the ground and hit 6 orcs in the process, and 4 of them were killed, so 4 died. Right now, he's just right there, and actually you have to keep unit cohesion, so I'm just going to put these guys like closer together so that they're kind of linked. Okay, so that was what came in reserve. In addition, these 16 termagants here came in reserve. This group of 3 zoanthropes came in reserve. Doom and Malantite came in reserve. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 things came in reserve. Okay, now to my movement. These guys, they were out of range, so I just ran them up. They moved up 2 inches. These guys here, they moved up because they were out of range. They went ahead and shot at that truck and did a 6, an explosion, and a destroyed gun. But due to the fact of that power generator shield, he was able to save the explosion, but the gun was destroyed. The Doom Malantite actually killed how many?
No.
Oh, he didn't pick up anyone in his leech essence, and he did an explosion. I got a direct hit, which hurt 7 orcs, and I think 4 died. Is that right? 4 died in the explosion. He lost 2 wounds, so it really wasn't worth it. My tentacles hit that orc boy squad, and I think killed another 3 or maybe 2. I'm not sure. Over here, these guys, since they just came in, I rolled to run them. They just moved an inch. These guys here were from the first birthing. They moved up 6 inches, then ran 2 inches. This Tervagon moved and ran, and then he also spawned some more termagants, which moved and ran, and that's kind of like where they are. So a lot of termagants in play, and that's the end of my turn. Really didn't do as much as I hoped, but we'll come back after the next turn.
Alright, end of my turn. I moved the boys that were here into this truck, moving it away. Got these guys to assault the zoanthrope, and those killicans to assault my Cyrex spore, killing both of them. This finally shot at the termagants, but deviated over and missed everything. These guys and Ludas shot at the Moloch, killed it, mostly help of the Ludas. These guys took 2 wounds away from it, while Ludas finished it off. Truck moved back, thinking I would have to assault it, but instead nothing happened, so they stayed inside. And these guys are just moving up. And still, this is not all the Tyranids. There's still 2 squads of Hormagaunts that are going to be most likely coming in next turn. Oh, this my Cyrex was dead. And we're going to go into Tyranids turn 4. Me mostly just staying in the back, being attacked every time by deep strikers and outflankers, finally able to move up now.
End of the Tyranid phase. This group of Hormagaunts came in from reserve, just decided to keep them there. This first group moved up and ran to get within holding distance of that captured place. These these are all actually termagants. The hormagaunts were ones that were spawned. The other guys were the original 16. They just moved up and kind of intermixed amongst themselves to try to give each other cover saves. I did spawn more termagants. That was the last spawn because I rolled doubles, so those 5. These guys here, I gave them the power to the Field of No Pain power. These guys here shot warp lances at that def tread and didn't do anything to it. These guys over here shot at the killicans and made it so it could not shoot. One of them can't shoot. That's the end of my turn.
Alright, so end of my turn. Move these guys over here. He didn't roll a 1. Thank God. Move these guys up. Kept these guys here to take that place. Moved these guys, ran and called the walk. Assaulted these guys, instant killed 2 of them. Killed those 2 guys. Hive Guard and Zoanthropes. Moved these guys up. Killed those 5 termagants that were spawned right there. And just took a wound off the turbogun. That's all I did, and this guy missed his big blast, so he hasn't done anything. And so now going into Tyranids turn 5. End of turn 5. After this we'll roll to see if the game ends.
Okay, into Tyranids turn 5. These hormagaunts actually came in off reserve on turn 3. And I inadvertently placed them over here. They should have started here, but over the course of turn 5 now, we figured that they'd be about right here, and then I ran, so they're about right there. Those termagants are staying right there. These guys moved up. He moved up 6 inches. These guys chose to shoot. They had 3 glancing hits at that truck. They actually made it so it would have been destroyed and couldn't shoot, but he made all his force field saves. This guy used the cluster spine bomb to shoot at those tanks, or those helicopters. It shifted, but it hit one, didn't do any damage. In assault, I just had to stand there and get killed by the killicans because I couldn't do anything. Those guys over there, well, they're dead. Zoanthrope died here. These guys did come in on the turn 5. I just moved them, ran them, and assaulted since I just want to kind of hold that guy in place. And now it's turn 5, and I'm just hoping for a 1 or 2 to be rolled.
Alright. Well, the nonsense dice out of the way. Alright, I need the game to keep going. Big number. Yes! 6, game keeps going. Turn 6. Alright, end of my turn. Once again, this guy's second time this game. So many times rolls a 1, so moves forward, fully forward, whatever, can't shoot. Kept those guys there, moved all these guys up, contested that. Turbo boost over there, contested that. These guys shot, bringing him down to 2. These killicans got into assault with only 1 guy, but both of them def tread. They were able to do 7 wounds in all, make them flee, and def tread with initiative 2 was able to run them down. Hormagaunts down, just barely. And so now they consolidated both 6 inches, and now coming down here. So now we're going to go into Tyranids turn 6. We're going to roll again at that.
Into turn 6. These guys shot at the tank, did nothing to it, or made it to not shoot, I think. These guys, the hormagaunts, assaulted, did nothing to it. It was hard to hit. They needed 6s in all, 30 of them. Well, 32 because I had these guys, or 16. I don't know how many guys. There's just a lot of guys, assaults. They didn't hit and did nothing to it. Over here, these guys all shot at the tank, didn't blow it up. This guy shot his mine at the tank, cluster spore, didn't hurt the truck. He assaulted the truck, was able to blow it up, and these guys came out, but it just...
Ramshackle table made it to where it was a wreck.
They didn't get hurt, and that's the end of the game 6. Now we roll to see what happens. 5.
Game doesn't end. Welcome to the last turn at turn 7. Alright. End of my turn. What I did was move up all these guys. These guys decided to shoot at the spawned Space Marine Termagants, killed one. Ludas shot at the Turbogun, killed it. This guy and the Kill the Cannon were able to assault both squads of Termagants, making them flee. Not killing them and not overrunning them, so they're just fleeing. And that is standing still. So now into the last turn of the game, Tyranids. Basically, they're wiped out, but you know. So it is true that you can glance a tank to death. But Volander, tell us what happened in your turn.
These guys actually made their leadership.
We allow groups that are small like that to regroup just because it's fun.
I rolled a 4 and a 3. Then I shot at these Ork boys, took out 3 guys, 1 wounded him, still stayed surviving. He made his leaderships, he didn't run back. Didn't matter because this was a true choice anyway. These guys here shot at the tank, did nothing.
Mobilized.
They immobilized it with their shots, but then these guys, the Hormagons, charged, and they did. Actually, well, there were 16 Hormagons. Insta-hitting because the truck didn't move. I actually ended up with 13 glancing hits, and after I rolled for damage, there was like 5 or 4 explosions, like a 5. No, 5s. 5 5s.
Rex.
Yeah, and so the Orks just came out. But unfortunately, there's just one guy that died in the explosion, and there's like 8 of my people.
Because I rolled a 1 or 2 on the. I rolled a 1 on the ramshackle table, so it counts as an explosion.
This was an annihilation game, wasn't it?
No, it was a capture.
Well, it was still annihilation.
So
I had no kill points.
It was the end of the game. Well, you had 2. It was the end of the game. That was the last turn. This undisputed, contested, captured, Ork victory.
This was by far the worst game ever. The groups were just totally outmatched.
Orks come back from a defeat from last game and utter a very disrespectful beating.
No, that was a close game that Volander barely won. This was like most games, a total annihilation. My first guys did not come on until the 3rd round because of these battle mission rules.
Yeah, because you didn't have any fast attacks or fast vehicles. If you had Eldar, they would have came on. But alright, so another game concluded. Ork victory taken. That was my last assault on my turn 2. Now going into turn 3 for the Tyranids, the last turn for the Cyrex world. Tyranids have 3 more attacks and 3 more attacks for the Orks. Be back with more videos. Greendawnify signing out.